Hello lovely people out there, this is your Star Guide Nikita and welcome back to Nikki's Star Guide YouTube channel. As always, if you're new to the channel then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and it's my request, if you love my video, please do share these videos with your near and dear ones, whoever is interested in astrology or especially if you are watching this video, don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section because that's how I get to know that you and me are connected through these videos. And it appreciates, it not appreciates but it supports me and encourages me to work more and to shoot more of these videos for you all. So do not forget to comment whatever it is, whatever you think about this video or this channel or whatever topics you want me to cover, so just drop them in the comment section. And in today's video we are going to talk about one of the most intrigued topic, that is the placement of the planet Venus in all signs. And why it is so important in today's day and age, because come on, everyone wants to get rich, wealthy, everyone wants to live a luxurious life, everybody wants to be the next billionaire, millionaire, or everybody wants to have a handsome or beautiful and supporting emotionally caring partner in their life. Everybody wants to look good, feel good, right? And Venus plays a major role in shaping all these scenarios, all these aspects of our life. And that is why Venus's sign placement in our horoscope is considered to be of utmost importance. And because whenever we say that a planet is placed in a good sign, so what does that mean? Now understand one thing, that for a planet to be placed in a particular house is like the home where it is sitting in, where it is it is placed in. But when it comes to the sign placement, sign acts as an environment for that planet. So just compare this thing with one generic scenario of our humans. No matter how much lavish life we are leading, if suppose we are living in a $1 billion worth house, but what if we are having toxic environment within that house? What if we are not getting along well with people living in that same house, right? So the environment matters a lot whenever we have to see or analyze how much better the planet will give results to us. And that is why it is so important to understand not just Venus but all planetary placements as per their sign. And I want to also make one announcement that from today onwards we are going to post 7 videos consecutively in 7 days covering all major planets in our planetary system and their placement in all signs. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then don't forget to do so. And if you want to take a professional consultation from me regarding your horoscope, then please don't forget to send an email to nikkistarguide@gmail.com. Venus, the planet of love, romance, grace, partnerships, business, liquid wealth, savings and assets, family life, values, our food eating pattern. Venus is the planet which signifies beauty. It is the karaka of our semen in male's chart, whereas it is the prime signifactor of marriage and all the opposite sex interaction that we have in this lifetime. And that is why Venus holds such a major importance in our lives, and especially in this Kali Yuga. Venus being the natural ruler of the 2nd and the 7th house of the Kalpurush Kundali, Venus's placement in our horoscope signifies what kind of values or familial life we will lead in this lifetime. How much support of our loved ones and of people that we encounter on day-to-day basis will be given to us in this lifetime. What kind of work and how much work we have to put in while interacting with other people or interacting with people of opposite sex in this lifetime. Will we be able to have a successful business, a successful married life, can also be determined mainly and majorly with the help of Venus's placement. Now, Venus being the 7th house and 2nd house ruler, it also shows what kind of facial features we will have in this lifetime, or how we will interact with other people. Now, suppose a person is having Venus in the sign of Aries, will be more determined, will be more aggressive or passionate, or more than passionate, they will be more outwardly towards other people while while interacting with other people. Whereas Venus placed in the sign of Cancer, they will be focused on forming more emotional connections with other people that they interact with on day-to-day basis. Because remember, first house sign or the first house stands for self, whereas exactly opposite to the first house is the sign of Libra, that is the seventh house, that stands for people opposite to us, that is other people that we deal with on day-to-day basis. And that is why if you have a good Venus, you are likely to form good relationships during this lifetime. And no matter where Venus is placed, of course you will have some or other thing to improve on during this lifetime, regarding building wealth, or building your business, or leading a good family life, or finding a good partner for your for marriage, or business. So Venus covers majority of aspect of our life, which is indicating all the fancy things of this lifetime. Just like Sun, planet Venus also holds major importance in understanding and analyzing where our true passion lies in this lifetime. Also, where our creativity can be seen by the world. Because wherever Venus is placed, in whatever house and sign, in that area of life, we are supposed to get better. We are supposed to get more graceful towards those areas of life. Because Venus is the planet for grace. Venus is the planet for passion. Venus is the planet for diplomacy and balance and harmony. And that is why Venus's placement is highly, highly important to understand through what areas of life, through what aspects of life we will be able to generate wealth. Because Venus is the prime signifactor of wealth. Let it be savings or let it be liquid cash. So this is all about Venus. I might have missed out few points here there, but no worries. We are going to cover its impact as per its placement in 12 zodiac signs. So do not forget to watch this video till the end and share your views in the comment section below. The timestamps will be given in the description section as well as in the pinned comment. Venus, the planet of love, romance, wealth, partnerships, dealing with other people, is now placed in the fiery, aggressive, bold, action-oriented and full of energy kind of sign, that is the sign of Aries, which is ruled by planet Mars, right? Now, Venus here is placed in the exact opposite sign of the sign of Libra, that is ruled by Venus, right? Libra is the Mool Trikon sign of Venus. So, sign of Aries is like the unknown territory, the opposite world for Venus. Hence, this is not an excellent placement for Venus to be in, because it's not even a bad placement. It's not extremely bad, but it just means that the person who will have this placement of Venus in the sign of Aries will be asked to put in a lot of efforts and work to get familiar with the opposite territory of the sign of Aries. Because now Venus is not extremely comfortable here, being a watery planet, and Aries being a fiery sign, right? But the good thing is that Venus will aspect the sign of Libra from the sign of Aries, and that is why the person will have a sense of knowing, a sense of faith deep inside them. They just have to trust that faith within them. They will always feel lost. They might always feel like I'm a novice and I cannot deal with the matters related to Venus or Venusian stuff. But in reality, Venus is aspecting the sign of Libra, so it will eventually help you find your answers. But you just have to be willing to put in the work. So now, what does Venus does in the sign of Aries? First of all, the placement of Venus in the sign of Aries makes a person very passionate, kind of a go-getter types person in life, So any passion they follow, any hobby they follow, any person that they love, or any task that they undertake, or in terms of dealing with other people, or in terms of relationships and marriage or business partnerships, or familial matters, these people will be the go-getter types. They will be highly passionate, they will be driven, they will be all charged up, there will be ample amount of energy in them. Rather than grace, there will be ample amount of energy. Okay. And they make kind of like straightforward partners, lovers or spouse, and they even attract partners who are more of masculine side, or who are go-getter types, because Venus's placement and dignity in chart also indicates what type of partner you will attract in your lifetime. So a partner will be very much determined, adamant in their nature, and they will be very adamant and fixed on how they want to be treated by their partner. And same goes with the person having this placement of Venus in the sign of Aries as well. And of course, to get this criteria fulfilled that I just mentioned above, there should be support of moon placement, and especially the ascendant ruler's placement in the person's horoscope. So what happens when Venus is in the sign of Aries? We can expect the person will be hasty in terms of dealing with family, or in terms of spending money, or they might have the desire of accumulating a lot of wealth all of a sudden. So the native must be careful of long-term planning, especially when they are saving up their money, or they are investing somewhere, or they are investing in some kind of luxury, or luxury vehicles, comfort, or in terms of familial life as well, or especially while dealing with romantic relationships, marriage, business partnerships. So these natives will be more of instinct based than someone who is having Venus in Capricorn, who will plan things out perfectly and only then take action. So it's a wonderful placement. It makes you highly passionate, highly creative, all charged up. Just that you have to be mindful of not being hasty and running into wrong people or wrong decision making. Now, to make the best out of this placement and to take this placement one level up, here a person must try to cultivate the habit of being patient and calm with their loved ones. Venus and Mars combination is getting formed here, because Mars is the ruler of Aries and Venus is placed in the sign of Mars. So this combination is a highly passionate combination, which is good, no doubt. But taking some good time and giving some time to partner without being blunt or adamant in what you want and how you exactly want it to be, how it should look like. So it should be kept under control. Just take care of not letting it exceed out of limits. Try to avoid ego clashes, or avoid being extremely temperamental, or sudden anger burst outs may take place with your loved ones. So just be mindful of that. And by being busy in pursuing your own hobbies, because you have got ample amount of energy, so it will make you empower this placement, and it will be really, really a powerful combination for you. So which will eventually help you channelize this powerful, aggressive Venusian side into productive and suitable aspects of your personality and life. And overall results will be dependent on whichever the overall dignity of Venus in your chart. After being in the sign ruled by Mars, that is Aries, now moving ahead, Venus has moved to the sign of Taurus, that is its own sign, right? So now the watery planet Venus has entered its own house of Taurus, where it feels safe, secure, strong, steady, balanced and composed. Taurus is the earth sign, right, which represents accumulated wealth, family, food, comfort, all kind of wealth. Let it be the wealth of jewels, or money, or value system, family life, having near and dear ones around us, or any kind of thing of that sort, which we love to accumulate, which we love to hoard close to our hearts, or within our premises, right? That is ruled by the sign of Taurus. It also rules our speech pattern. So now when Venus is placed in its own sign of Taurus, you are likely to have beautiful facial features, attractive looking personality you will have. Definitely there will be a glow and charm on your face. You will have a balanced and composed speech pattern. You love to spend time with your loved ones, family. Your value system is something that is extremely precious to you, and you cannot compromise with it with anybody else or for anything of that matter in the whole wide world. So when Venus is in the sign of Taurus, here, what it does is it makes you focused on generating wealth, all kinds of wealth, especially liquid wealth, that is like routine income or your savings. You particularly focus on these things because you want to live a secure, stable, and steady lifestyle, and you want to provide for your family, for your near and dear ones. You are a family oriented person, right? But unless and until Venus is extremely afflicted or weak in dignity, somehow it is getting hemmed between malefics, or it is getting combust, then the scenario can be a bit different. But otherwise, this is the placement which is extremely wonderful in terms of leading a comfortable lifestyle. You always focus on leading a comfortable, secure life for yourself and your family. You if you are a parent, if you are a daughter or a mother or a father, whatever relationship you have with people around you, you try your best to instill values in your loved ones, or you are the person of your words. You believe in promises, you believe in keeping up to those promises, because Taurus is the sign of values. Taurus is something that we value in this lifetime. Taurus is our speech pattern. One thing you have to remember with having Venus in the sign of Taurus is make sure that you get married to a partner who understands your value system and reciprocates accordingly, or both of you understand where you both come from and you have due respect towards each other's value system, because and familial life, because family is something that matters a lot to you all. And if you get into some kind of relationship or marriage or business partnership, or even if let it be about the friends, depending upon the house where this Venus is placed in, you want to make sure that somebody is in alignment, to form relationship with, who is in alignment with your value system. So that will enhance this Venus's placement here and make your life more easier and happier. Also with Venus in Taurus, food and leisure time, resting and rejuvenating is something that means a lot to you people. And you people are very creative. Usually you come up with an innovative solution to each problem in life, So you have got that blessings of Venus of being graceful or being content with what you have in life, because you surely have got that hardworking mindset, because Taurus is represented by the bull, and bull works really hard, and then it rests really hard as well. Also here, to enhance this placement of Venus, here a person must focus on being productive. Of course you people are productive, but if Venus is degree wise weak, like it's in the early degrees, or it's like late degrees, or it's getting hemmed between malefics, or it's combust, then what happens, Venus in Taurus can at times make a person love leisure time a lot. And you people are very good at calculating money related matters, or planning things out, laying down the foundation for finances. And you must be having at least one artistic hobby, or if you don't have, then make sure to find that creativity and passion within you. So it can be anything as simple as decorating your house, or cooking a good meal, or spending time with family, or it can be any kind of exotic hobby as well. Just make sure that you are following that dedicatedly, and it will enhance your Venusian aspect of life to the next level. And by doing this, you will be able to generate more happiness and comfort for yourself, and eventually you will uplift yourself as well. Also with Venus in Taurus, you must try to avoid being more anxious or always living in the future security. You are always up to, building a secure future for you and your loved ones. But do not let it take a toll on your present day scenario. Live in the moment and, make each day count, because being able to spend quality time with your partner or your loved ones, or with your skill sets, can help you connect and lead a better lifestyle. So always choose to do what you are best at. Overall results will be dependent on overall dignity of Venus's placement in your horoscope. Now Venus has entered the realm of planet Mercury, that is the sign of Gemini, and it is a nice placement, to be honest, because Venus has gone second to its own sign of Taurus and ninth to its Mool Trikon sign of Libra. So here we can expect pretty positive results with this placement for the native. Just that Gemini is the Aries sign, right? So here now Gemini is the sign of communication. Here the lighter side of Venus comes out into the picture, where a person is extremely talkative, he is or she is charming and alluring, he will be clever and business minded, but not in a bad way. They know how to get the work done in a most polite yet efficient manner. Here the person can be extremely enthusiastic, a great writer, or they will surely have at least one major skill that they perform with the help of their hands, skill or hobby. So here the person will be very enthusiastic, very charming, playful. They will get a partner also who will have similar qualities in them, and they will share a friendly relation with them. So this person can be good businessman, business person, entrepreneur, artist, journalism related field or marketing field, any artistic kind of world. Creative work is highly suitable for these people, and their style of writing or written or oral communication is going to be very pleasant, charming, and people will get drawn to it. That much of magnetism they will hold in their speech and their any sort of communication of that matter. Now Venus in the third sign of Gemini, also it's the first Aries sign. It shows all the lighter attributes of Mercury. Hence Venus here can make a person a bit flirtatious. So make sure that if it's not badly afflicted or combust or degree wise weak, then if it is, then you have to be mindful of these things. So you have to make sure that you are using all these skill sets for your own betterment. Also it shows that you will have a pleasant childhood, because Gemini signs also represent our neighborhood, our primary education. So it will be good. You will share good relationship with your siblings, especially if you have younger siblings. Then it's a wonderful placement to have. You will be living in a good neighborhood, and you will be, if you can, then enjoy being out in the nature every day. That will help you calm down your nervous system and make better decisions regarding all the Venusian aspects of life. So here the gains, the wealth generation can be made with the help of all the aspects of life that are represented by the sign of Gemini. It also shows that you are likely to have a family environment which is playful, which is fun loving. You all love to hang out together, you plan out short vacations, and especially you as a person having Venus in Gemini, going on short vacations, short distance travels is something that will be a huge positive booster for you in order to keep going and keep crushing your goals in life. Now, if I have to talk about how to uplift this placement of Venus in Gemini and enhance the traits of this placement, then a person must control their excessive liking towards talking, or it might so happen that you spend all of your energy into one thing all of a sudden, that you are now left out with less energy for get things done throughout the day. So just make sure that you are keeping a check on your speech pattern, on your communication skills. Do not be overly talkative. Do not be extremely open with everybody, because see, Gemini is a childish natured sign. It's playful, right? So now Venus is here, so it might so happen that some people are trying to take, benefit of you. So that shouldn't happen here. Or with Gemini also relates to copulation, so trying to impress the opposite sex way too much can also land you in troubles at times. So keep it under control. Use your charm, impressive communication skills, your knowledge, your creativity, your passion into productive things that will take you ahead in your life. Here the person can get confused or not being able to stick to one person, provided if other planetary placements are also supportive and your seventh lord is also weakly placed. But sometimes this can make a person flirtatious also, so just be careful, as I told earlier, and take it slowly, take it steadily. Remember that this will only help you get stable in love. A partner can also be handsome, beautiful, charming. Try to communicate on a deeper level with your partner. Let it be a business partner or your friend or your family or your spouse especially, which will help you both enhance and develop a sense of trust, and a strong foundation within your relationship will get laid out. Overall results will be dependent on overall dignity of Venus in your chart. Now the planet of love, wealth, passion has entered the realms of Moon, that is the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the sign which represents our emotions. It has got somewhat similar attributes like the way Venus represents. These two planets are pottery. These two planets are said to have grace and compassion, empathy, diplomacy, and sensitivity in their nature, right? So the sign of Cancer is all about taking care of other people. It represents motherly nature, home, comfortable life, peace of mind is very important to these people. And now you put Venus in this place. This can make a person very much of a loving, caring, empathetic person. You are always focused on, maintaining peace of mind, leading a comfortable life, food, your loved ones, your emotional well-being, your home. You consider your home and your loved ones as a divine sanctuary, and you love to spend a lot of times traveling for meaningful causes. Also, you love to spend time with your loved ones because Cancer represents home life. Also, there is one more significant thing here. Venus gets directional strength in the 4th house. Now, it may be or not be in the 4th house, but it certainly is placed in the 4th sign of Cancer, right? So it is surely going to give some blissful results, similar to Venus in 4th house. So you people are likely to have a beautiful home. Your mother will be very creative. She will be very compassionate. She will have high emotional intelligence. Though Moon and Venus don't get along well that much, but still, as we all know, that Moon gets exalted in the sign ruled by Venus itself. So it's not a very bad placement at all. Here, the person's emphasis will be more on leading a comfortable life, and you will have a beautiful home. If you don't have right now, by some other placements in your chart, but this will be one of your major goals of this lifetime, to form a beautiful family, to lead a happy life, to live a meaningful life, because Cancer is all about emotions, and now you put Venus, which is all about passion, right? So now you want to live fulfilling lifestyle. Also, Venus in Cancer makes a person a good supporter or guide to other people, especially their loved ones, who can, you are someone who can understand other people's feelings, emotions, where they are coming from immediately. You people will generally have a beautiful or pleasant smile on your faces. So now if we have to talk about how to enhance the placement of Venus here, so here one must remember that even when the water element is same between Moon and Venus, but because they don't share a great relationship with each other, hence here a person may need to put a lot of efforts to control their overly loving nature, or they might struggle a bit with expressing their emotions properly. If at all Venus is in weak dignity here, Venus is degree wise weak, or Venus is combust, or it's getting hemmed between malefics, or it is receiving extreme malefic aspects, then here we can say that there can be problems within the family life. There can be issues and hindrances in retaining peace of mind and emotional well-being. So in such cases, it's advisable to the native to shift to a foreign land or away from the home. Then this Venus, this weakly placed or dignity-wise weak Venus, will give you better results. Now, one of the key aspect here to enhance the placement of this Venus in Cancer is to let yourself become mature as time goes by, because Cancer is the movable sign, right? It is the Chara Rashi. So the more you experience in life, the better you become at handling all the Venusian aspects of your life. Awareness is the key placement here. Otherwise, what can happen is you people can get easily hurt because of emotional turmoils, or because of other people's opinions about you, or because of romantic partners, if at all you are not in a right kind of relationship. So these deep unwanted imprints can remain in your mind for a longer duration of time. So try to have a minimum expectation from other, and nurture and work on channelizing your motherly nature and your ability to care for other people for a higher purpose that is set by yourself, which will give you a sense of fulfillment that you always want to experience in this lifetime. And overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity of Venus in your chart. Now Venus has entered the abode of King, that is Sun sign, that is the sign of Leo. Now happy-go-lucky Venus is in the house of Sun, right? Venus is in the fiery, royal, authoritative sign of Leo, which is all about expressing ourselves through creative endeavors, being extravagant, or being authoritative and creative and confident especially. Now, being full of life and enthusiastic is the agenda of the sign of Leo. And Venus rules our passion, right? So now you put Venus in the sign of Leo, now you will see that the person is extremely determined, has got a sense of confidence and grace to them, yet there will be a touch of like royalty and class, and they will be extremely passionate lovers, because the sign of Leo represents romantic encounters, right? It rules the body part heart, right? So firstly, this makes a person very, very much passionate, bold and authoritative, not just in love, but in all Venusian aspects of life, and in general while dealing with other people. Because remember, Venus is the prime signifier of how do we deal with other people. You people exactly know what do you want to offer to the world, what do you expect from the world, how do you want to get treated, how will you treat other people, or when in love especially, or when you are around your loved ones, you are someone who expresses your gestures in a grand manner. You love to plan surprises, you love to throw surprise parties to your loved ones, you love to live life like a king. So let it be about buying or gifting expensive and creative gifts, or coming up with innovative ideas to surprise your near and dear ones, and to pamper yourself as well. No one can hold your hand. Now Venus is placed in the natural 5th house of the Kalpurush Kundali, right? That is the sign of Leo. So it shows that you are likely to have good romantic encounters during this lifetime. You will be passionate in love. No matter what education field you are into, you will pursue that education with utmost determination and with a lot of passion and burning desire in your mind. It is also possible that your family provokes you or encourages you to follow your dreams, ambitions, creative pursuits, because Venus shows our creative skills and talents. What do we feel passionate about? And Leo is the sign of hobbies that we pursue in a serious manner. Something that has got the potential of turning into a profession, or something of which we might undertake the official course of. So here Venus in Leo people, I have always seen you people are extremely creative. You have at least one serious hobby, one hobby that is extremely creative, artistic, unique, and you are pursuing it with sheer determination and long lasting passion in your heart. Now, when it comes to analyzing the wealth factor, so you people can generate a lot of wealth via dealing with children or via dealing with some kind of advisory work, counseling work, or you might so happen that you are into cinema industry, or you are into media, drama, cultural heritage related things, or you are into exploring ancient history, or you are earning a lot of good money via stock market and share market. So these kind of placements can be seen here. Your relationship with your spouse can be like mixed. It depends on if whether you both are on the same page or not. So it's advisable for Venus in Leo native to marry somebody who understands your passion, who reciprocates to your grand gestures. Let it not be in a grand manner as well, but they should at least respect you for who you are and the way you express yourself, because Venus is all about how we deal with other people. So having such a person will always act as a positive boost for your life as well. Now, if I have to talk about how to elevate this royal placement of Venus in the sign of Leo, so here a person must focus on not being too stubborn or hot-tempered in love, or in general while dealing with other people. Try to convey your message in a smart way rather than being dominant, because Venus is not in a friendly sign here. Venus and Sun don't get along well with each other. So you love to be on your toes and expect your partner to have the same liveliness and zest for life. So try not to expect too much too soon. You do the job of inspiring your partner by leading him or her with the grand expressions and by setting up good examples, which will make you feel happy for yourself. But on the other hand, try to understand that your partner will also have their own unique criteria and own unique self-expression. So give them their space, and even to your loved ones as well, because Leo is the sign of creativity. So utilize the fire and passion within you to generate unique and creative art forms. This will help your Venusian site become more lively. Overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity of Venus in your horoscope. Now, Venus has entered a slightly difficult position where it gets debilitated, that is the sign of Virgo. Here, Venus feels uncomfortable, slightly uncomfortable, because it is unable to process through the feelings of love, emotion, devotion and empathy. Because Virgo is the natural 6th house of the Kalpurush Kundali, where Venus gets debilitated, right? So Virgo is all about serving other people. It's all about focusing on duties, tasks, mundane lifestyle, getting involved in fights and debates and agreements and disagreements, and serving those who are unprivileged. And all these attributes, qualities of the sign of Virgo are not exactly, but kind of opposite to the Venusian things. Venus is all about comfort, luxury, being graceful and having plenty of things, and then sharing a few of them with your near and dear ones. So now here Venus feels slightly uncomfortable. Venus feels as if there is a burden of responsibilities to carry on its shoulders, and that is why it's considered to be a slightly difficult placement, especially because Venus is the prime signifactor of comfort, and 6th house is exactly opposite to the meaning of comfort. It is the house of discomfort. It is the house, not in a literal manner, but why discomfort? Because we have to be on our toes when we are dealing with the 6th house matters. We cannot be at leisure when we are fighting with somebody, or when we are trying to prove our point, or when we are trying to performing our duties diligently and competitively, right? It's the house of competition. So it is advised to the Venus in Virgo native that expect and embrace the placement of Venus in Virgo, and do not make a propaganda out of it, and not let the fear mongering that is happening around you to go in your head so much so that you are unable to process through the fact that you are having a debilitated Venus. Because remember, Venus in Virgo is extremely well when it comes to providing good materialistic comforts, It also, I have seen that a lot of people having Venus in Virgo are actually good looking. Now, how come it is possible? Because Virgo is, remember, it's all about your duties and responsibilities, what you do on day-to-day basis. So the more good you become at these things, the better results you will be able to fetch from this Venus. Venus is the Lakshmi, right? It represents wealth. So if you do right kind of karma, Lakshmi will surely follow you. Now, wealth generation is going to be a main focus here, where a person is keenly and deeply gets involved in enhancing the ability to beautify things in a detailed way, because Virgo is all about paying detailed attention to all things around you and within you as well. So, these people are all about being practical in love. Their idea of following a person or being devoted to something or someone is usually based on practical thinking and analysis. And only after having a strong, realistic sense of purpose and clarity of thoughts, it's advisable for Venus in Virgo natives to get into any kind of romantic relationship, to start any kind of business setup with a partner. Especially familial life can be a bit troublesome here, or there can be some initial setbacks in the familial life, or in order to find the right kind of partner, let it be a business partner or your spouse, or being in a romantic relationship, or being devoted to something. These things can be somewhat a foreign element to you, at least initial stages of your life. But as you grow older, as you become mature, and if you are doing the right things at the right time, then this Venus in Virgo will help you excel extremely well in terms of materialistic comforts and pleasures of this lifetime. Also, do not forget to check Venus's placement in the Navamsha chart, that is the D9 chart. Now, in order to enhance or improve this placement of Venus in Virgo, if I have to give some advices and suggestions, then we have to first accept that the person will surely go through problems and hardships in sustaining romantic relationships up to a certain age or time when they learn to accept another person as they are. So the first and foremost thing here is to not being extremely critical of other people. So you people might have a habit of finding faults in other people, or dealing with other people might be a thing for you which doesn't come to you naturally. You are not comfortable being around many people. So just be choosy. There is nothing wrong in being so. Just make sure that you are not belittling other people. So here, if a person is willing to use the sharp Mercurian energy for the highest good of themselves, then here communication, patience, and the ability to accept people and their nature can get implemented, which will help you enhance this placement. Try to be less critical of others. As I told you, learn to respect your partner's emotions, learn to acknowledge other people's viewpoints as well as your own, and don't get indulged in self-sabotage or any extreme behavior. Be clear, be transparent, use your Venus and Mercury combined energies to express your feelings openly. Because remember, any relationship or anything in the life can get sorted with the help of right communication done at the right time in a right manner. So of course you are transparent, you will be humorous in nature in your communication, so just keep doing so. And in terms of generating wealth, then anything that you set your eye on to doing as a part of career or your profession, you must be consistent in it, because Virgo is all about routine, and the more you enhance it, the better results you will get from it. Overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity and placement of Venus in your chart. Now the planet of love, passion, luxury, wealth, knowledge, Venus has entered its Mool Trikona sign of Libra. Phew, finally. Venus is feeling happy here. Venus is at home. The goddess of love has arrived at its mansion. The Mool Trikona sign of Venus, Libra, where it feels strong, comfortable, and mainly happy. So surely this is the best placement to have in your chart. And if you have got that, then please consider yourself luckiest one in the whole wide world. Here the person loves in a harmonious yet attractive and passionate way. The person is extremely artistic, creative. He will be or she will be wealthy, seductive, alluring personality, attractive personality traits. You are blessed with the blessings of Goddess Lakshmi. And you people have a balanced views regarding life in general. You people are also the ones who are likely to have a happy married life, unless and until Venus is extremely weak in dignity here, degree wise, or more than degree wise, it is combust, or it is hemmed between malefics, or it is in a difficult house. Then it can, the results might differ a bit, but otherwise this is a wonderful placement. Surely it indicates a person will have a luxurious house, a wonderful comforting lifestyle, blessed with good support and love from marriage. Business will prosper a lot. You are likely to lead a respectful, happy and content life, and you know how to deal with other people. You know how to get things done, right? You are master at dealing with other people in general, because Venus is now in the Mool Trikon sign of Libra, which is the original 7th house of the Kalpurush Kundali. Here it can make a person have multiple partners, and if it's afflicted, then it can have, it can make a person have multiple relationships and multiple marriages especially. So it's always good to have a healthily placed Venus here, and even if it's a bit afflicted, then also with time and age, as you become mature, you will be able to enhance these Venusian qualities and attributes in your personality and life. So overall, it's a wonderful placement in terms of having good amount of luxury in life, or having a good supportive partner by your side, or leading a happy and respectful life in general. You are the follower of justice, you are the follower of law, you don't do harm to other people, you believe in letting people live, and you too focus on living a good life. Again, it's a beautiful placement, wonderful placement to go into business ventures, in things that are especially ruled by Venusian things, such as like fashion designing, or some kind of counseling work, some kind of some kind of teaching work, or it can be especially some kind of designing, innovation kind of work. Anything that is related to beauty, art, cinema, photography will be very, very helpful, especially dealing with females. You will receive a lot of good support from not just people of opposite sex, but by also females in your life. Now, in order to enhance this placement, which is already near to perfect actually, I would recommend that there is a responsibility on your shoulders to carry with this wonderful placement of Venus, and so there will be some disadvantages as well. So even if they are minimum, such as you are blessed with almost everything good in life, but if we work on them, then we can enhance this placement to another level and its qualities even more. So here a person must keep an eye on not indulging too much into materialistic pleasures, so much so that you forget to enhance and elevate your spiritual growth, because Libra is all about traveling overseas or forming contacts and networking, doing business dealings, enjoying married life, enjoying good food, good luxury, everything good and fine. But make sure that you are seeking spiritual growth and progress as well. So do not just keep on focusing on the mundane level significations of Venus, because the highest significance of Venus is devotion. So make sure that you are staying devoted to that one higher cause that has been known to you through your soul's calling. Always try to aim high, always try to inspire other people, work on your business skills, work on your networking skills, enhance your diplomacy, utilize it for the greater cause, and try not to get too much attached to the materialistic pleasures, as spiritual progress and development of the soul is the ultimate goal of our life. Overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity of Venus in your chart. Now, planet of love, passion, Venus has entered the deep, dark, watery, stagnant waters of Scorpio. Right? It is the sign ruled by Mars, and this is one of the most feared placement of Venus after the sign of Virgo. No doubt here the passion of Venus, the creativity, the grace of Venus is now getting mingled with the obsessive and intense side of Mars. which is the mixture of water and fire, right? Now, as we know that water and fire, these two elements are exactly opposite to each other, right? And that is what the quality of nature of the sign of Scorpio is. So naturally, this placement makes one an intense lover, a deep lover. They go through and grow through turbulent and shaky conditions and circumstances, not just in their love life, but overall in life. Because as we all know, Venus is the prime signifactor of dealing with other people. And what do we have to do in our day-to-day life? We have to deal with other people. We have to deal with opposite circumstances, people and situations in life, right? So here, Venus is exactly opposite to its own sign of Taurus, whereas it is second to its sign of Libra. Now, as we all know that any sign that is opposite to a sign that is ruled by that particular planet is kind of becomes a unknown territory for that planet. So now here Venus in Scorpio makes the native doubt their own capabilities, because Scorpio is already a deep, stagnant, dark, watery sign, and now you put Venus here. So it's like you are having Venus in the 8th house of the natural Kalpurush Kundali, which is all about secrets, research, and we have to go through some transformations, deep emotional turmoils, only to become more optimistic and clear and spiritually awakened in life. Here, a person must expect some turbulences early on in life in their relationships. You have to get better at managing finances. You have to make sure that you are not taking up any wrong path, or you are not keeping an eye on other people's money. But with having Venus in Scorpio, you are likely to attract wealth with the help of your emotional maturity. So the more emotionally aware and mature you are, the more you work on getting transformed through the turbulences in life that has been offered to you, assigned to you, the more resilient you will become. Scorpio is all about resilience. If you are not willing to have resilience, you will not be able to survive the intensity of the sign of Scorpio. This is the one most important thing I would like to tell all people having any planet in the sign of Scorpio. Especially by going through deep transformative relationships throughout the life, these people get transformed and evolve on a soul level. This is a great placement for someone who loves to do research, learn and teach something about occult matters or psychology or anything that is that needs some kind of research work. Now, one of the bad aspects of this placement is that you might have some vengeful attitude in you. You might be willing to take revenge on people, or you are feeling jealous of some people, or you are being insecure about some things in life or about somebody, or you are likely to be insecure about yourself. So you crave for that deep one-on-one connection in life. Let it be about about having a business partner or having a romantic partner or your spouse. So always make sure that you are not expecting the similar intensity from other people, because Scorpio is an intense sign, and now Venus is all about passion and devotion, and you put Venus into the sign of Scorpio, so now your passion is going sky high, and not everybody will be able to understand this much of intensity and passion in you. So try not to be overly possessive of other people. It also shows that there can be some turbulences within your family life, because Venus is exactly opposite to the sign of Taurus. But because Venus is aspecting the sign of Taurus, so you will be able to manage through the turbulences that are taking place in your family life as well. So just be ready to be okay with transforming your opinions. Be okay with changing with time. Do not hold on to something just because you have been holding on to it since a long time. This is the one thing with Scorpio, because any planet placed here can make you feel so stagnant that you forget to look outside of that window, outside of that stagnant waters. So make sure that you are healing yourself, you're working on healing your inner traumas, because any planet placed in Scorpio will definitely give us some traumas to deal with, so that we can evolve on a soul level. Now, in order to make this placement or enhance this placement, then do not be overly passionate, and learn to understand and accept the importance of giving space to other people. This placement can make you obsessive and possessive, as I told you. So do not become angry or do not remain in pain. You are likely to self-sabotage yourself, or you are likely to try to control people, or you are likely to doubt yourself. You might have imposter syndrome, or you just have the ability to be destructive in a relationship. Either you can be destructive towards your partner or other people, or mainly with yourself. So expect devotion as you give devotion and persistence in abundance, but try not to let small errors here and there affect you deeply as a person. This will help you stay at peace and free from burden in love or sexual connections. Try not to, try to maintain hygienic sexual connections, because Scorpio is all about sexual encounters. And here now planet of love is coming, so you are likely to go through a lot many relations, and you are likely to have a high sex drive. So just be mindful of building deeper bonds, intimate bonds with people who respect you, who love you for who you are, and you share mutual respect for each other. Overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity of Venus in your chart. Now Venus has entered the house of another guru, that is the sign of Sagittarius, which is ruled by planet Jupiter. Sagittarius is the fiery sign, which is full of wisdom, knowledge. It is the knowledge-hungry sign as well. It craves for adventure in life. It craves for philosophical stimulation and understanding and seeking higher truth. So now here the energy of both gurus are getting combined. The sign of Sagittarius is also about dharma, higher thoughts, wisdom, philosophy, understanding different cultural backgrounds. So now we put Venus, which is the ruler of the 2nd and the 7th house of the Kalpurish Kundali, right? So naturally a person is more focused on gaining wisdom, imparting wisdom and knowledge. And these people love to travel a lot, because Sagittarius is the sign of long distance travel. So here you people are likely to travel abroad, you are likely to go overseas, and you are likely to take up travel via water. So it's a good placement in those ways. Such people always attract a partner who is, or they seek such a partner who is extremely knowledgeable, and they themselves love to get involved in relationships where they are being intellectually stimulated and challenged, and they are getting bombarded with new kind of information, or a person who loves to listen to your faith, your philosophies, your morals, principles, or the knowledge and wisdom that you want to impart on him or her. You love to have such a partner. You love to be in such a relationship where you both are fun-loving in nature. You both are sharing ideas and wisdom and knowledge with each other. You both love to read, write, or travel a lot. So such kind of partner is likely to get attracted by you with having Venus in Sagittarius sign. Especially Venus in the sign of Sagittarius or 9th house can give you relationship or marriage with a foreigner, somebody who is out of your community. Also, you are likely to have wonderful friends and connections with people of various different cultural background. You love to understand their philosophy, their cultures. You are a very curious being, and yet you are extremely full of wisdom. And this is what Venus here does. Now, because 9th house or the 9th sign also denotes biological father. So now Venus's placement in the sign of Sagittarius also shows that your father might have such inclination, deep interest in understanding various philosophies, or he is a adventure loving or fun loving person, someone who is extremely attractive looking, or someone whose philosophies are extremely attractive. So these kind of things can also be understood by this Venus's placement in the sign of Sagittarius. And now if I have to talk about how to elevate and enhance this placement of Venus and make the most of it, then here a person can sometimes get into a dilemma to be able to decide what path to be chosen, or what kind of partner do they want, because Sagittarius is the dual natured sign, and Sagittarius is also a kind of rebellious sign where. So here, in order to fully understand what exactly you want for yourself and be in the mode of observation, you know, because Sagittarius is all about exploring, it's all about being adventurous, taking life head on, and not being afraid of settling down too soon, too early. And it's okay if you are still exploring what kind of philosophy you want to be abided by, or if you what kind of choices you want to make about your partner or about your family. This is also a placement where a person can settle away from their family, because Venus is the ruler of the second house sign of the sign of Taurus, and it is now coming to the house of travel and adventures, exploring, that is the sign of Sagittarius, or the ninth house. So here, be in the observation mode, utilize your ability to understand and interpret the higher wisdom for your own good first, and be with like-minded people. Know about them, because knowledge attracts you. Travel catches your eyes. So enhance all these things and try to work on one aspect of your placement at one time. Do not be in hurry, do not be in rush, so that you will understand the whole process and you will be able to make the most of this happening, unique and adventurous placement of Venus. Overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity of Venus in your chart. So if I have to talk about wealth generation factor here, then also about marriage, then you might meet your partner in a foreign land, or during travel, or during a pilgrimage, or while you are pursuing higher education. So it also shows that it is a wonderful placement to pursue higher education in all Venusian matters. It also shows that you might generate a lot of wealth via teaching related field, or via some kind of medical field, or you are a preacher, doctor, professor, teacher. Travel, tourism, industry related work is also extremely favorable here. Or if you are working at in the tourism industry, any kind of work, or in the visa department, so all these kind of work is highly favorable here. And this is how you can make the best of this placement. Now the goddess of love, Venus, has entered the realm of Saturn, that is the sign of Capricorn. So it's time for Venus to be the boss in all the Venusian matters. Let it be relationships, let it be about generating wealth, attaining status, authority, because Capricorn is all about being disciplined, structured. It is ruled by the planet of karma, that is Saturn, right? Here Venus feels comfortable and happy, as Venus and Saturn are good with each other, they are friendly with each other. Capricorn being an earthy sign, it's a strict sign. It shows kind of some restrictive environment around us. So Venus loves to flow freely, creatively, passionately, and now it is facing some kind of unknown restrictions because of being in the sign of Capricorn, which is a serious natured sign ruled by Saturn. Here it is naturally making a person focus more on attaining authority, wealth, status, luxury, comfort, and mundane level significations of planet Venus are becoming more enhanced and prominent here, which is all about attaining liquid wealth and living a luxurious lifestyle, being able to travel to various places, being able to have respect and authority and status in the society out there. So here a person loves to be in a relationship where, or in a marriage where person is somebody who is dashing, smart, intelligent, who is wealthy, who has got their life sorted, and who has got somewhat good status in the society. So such a partner is somewhat you are looking for in a relationship. Also here what I can interpret here is that since the young age your family is also pushing you hard to work and fulfill your own ambitions and desires. You are the one who did not like the kind of family environment that you were living in when you were young, and so now when you are becoming old, you want to have that kind of lifestyle which you always desired to have, which you were unable to have during your young age. Because Capricorn is all about harsh reality. It is the 10th house of the natural Kalpurush Kundali. So which represents being out there in the public, performing your deeds, performing your karma, attaining your name, fame, status by yourself and without anybody else's help. So here all Venusian side that is all about like being delightful and light-hearted is now getting mixed with the serious nature of Capricorn sign. So such people can be extremely serious in terms of love matters. Of course, unless and until other placements of like Moon, Jupiter, and Ascendant Lord or Seventh Lord are also supporting this kind of criteria that I just mentioned about Venus. So, majorly with having Venus in the sign of Capricorn, you are more focused on materialistic goals, safety, security of life, financial freedom, and then you feel that you hold a authoritative position within your family as well. You feel that respect from your family is also somewhere dependent on how much successful you are outside of the home. So now if we have to elevate this placement and make the most of this placement, then a person must take care of not being too much inclined to just focus on outward success. Wealth, name, fame also matters a lot. Yes, it is true, but make sure that you are not sacrificing your emotional freedom, your emotional well-being for while chasing your materialistic goals. So be realistic. Of course, you are somewhat way more realistic. So be a bit less strict in love. Don't have any fears of opening up to people. Take your own sweet time before getting into any relationship, business partnership, or especially a romantic relationship or a marriage. Let the other person see the real you, and see the real them, the real side of that person as well. Do not forget to value the importance of being emotionally connected in a relationship, or those who matter to you most. That will help you experience the love on a much deeper level. So try to focus on enhancing the creative side of your personality as well. Be stubborn and consistent in bringing out the lighter, creative, artistic side of Venus here. So now what do I mean by this is that no matter what duty and task, no matter how difficult it is, you are trying to perform, but you can always choose to be on a lighter note. You can always choose to be graceful, right, and diplomatic here. So be creative, be artistic, and be persistent in general. Learn to enjoy the little moments of life, and not do not just keep worrying about the major goals of life. Of course, you are going there one day at a time, and that is what the real essence of life is, to enjoy life for what it is and still aiming for the stars. Overall results will be dependent on overall dignity of Venus in your chart. Now the goddess of love, luxury, that is planet Venus, is sitting in the sign of Aquarius, that is again ruled by its friendly planet Saturn, who is the lord of the karma, right? The airy intellectual sign of Aquarius is all about being social, being out there in the public, making contacts, getting mingled with other people. And these are the people especially who love to serve the humanity, who love to work for a higher cause, because now the planet which rules the original 7th house of the Kalpurush Kundali, which is all about dealing with other people, making forming partnerships, forming new bonds, right? It is sitting in the house of networking, that is the original 11th house of the Kalpurush Kundali, the sign of Aquarius. So when you have Venus in Aquarius, so we can surely say that these people are the ones who will be out there to help others, to help their friends. These are the people who will have large network circles. They will have great contacts within their field of interest, and these are the people who will have more than one serious interest in their life. Interest as in it's going to be a hobby that they pursue tremendously, and there will be tremendous passion there in their efforts. So naturally this placement gives one attractive looks. Of course, they are going to be the the life of the party kind of people, and also they are not the ones who are there to just enjoy and have fun. Along with that, they are there to have meaningful conversations, to understand what is going around the globe. And once they decide on what is their life path, what do they want to serve other people, how they want to serve other people, these are the people who will be unstoppable. So these people are the ones who are likely to become friends with a lot of people. Here, intellectual stimulation and the ability to have a conversation on higher purpose and goal in life is very much needed for a person with this placement, especially when it comes to falling in love with someone, or when you are finding a right match for yourself, let it be about a business partnership or especially your spouse. So I would advise people who are having Venus in Aquarius to look for somebody who is a friend to you first and later a love interest, because Aquarius is all about friendship, it's all about networking. You want to have a partner who is who has somewhat similar interests like you, who loves to go out and get mingle with people, who loves to serve humanity or work for a higher purpose and have high ambitions for yourself. So anybody who is not in alignment with these criterias might not be the suitable one for you, and there can be some differences of opinion which might invoke the eccentric side within you. So in order to remain on the friendly note with your partner, your counterpart, you must find these criterias in your love life, in your romantic partner, in your spouse, or even if you want to go in a business partnership with somebody, this is something that you must look for. Because 7th house deals with, or the sign of Libra deals with business and partnerships, and the sign of Aquarius is all about entrepreneurship. So these are the natural and wonderful entrepreneurs. These people have got a good knack for entrepreneurship, that is their inborn talent, and with necessary push and necessary education, like it's, even if it's a talent, even if you have a knack for something, but you have to develop it, right? You have to cultivate certain habits in order to fully do justice to that duty, right, to your dream. So these people generally have a wide social circle, and for you people, learning new things and having an out of the box mindset about each and everything in life is very, very important. Now let's try to understand how to enhance this placement and how to make the best out of this placement. Here, a person must try to be balanced in their nature, because Aquarius is a fixed sign and it is ruled by 3 malefic planets. Yes, Aquarius is mainly ruled by Saturn. Again, Rahu and Uranus are also considered to be the co-rulers of this sign. So now, planet of love, goddess of love, Venus, is a gentle planet. And now the gentle energies of Venus are getting mixed with this eccentric vibe of Aquarius, which is sometimes friendly, sometimes introverted. So now you have to strike a balance in every aspect of your life, especially when you're dealing with your other half, your marriage, your business partnerships, or your friend circle. Of course, it's all okay to be the best friend with your partner, but drawing a fine and subtle line between people within your network circle, also your spouse, will actually make him or her feel even more special. So what can happen, you are all in it or you are nowhere in it. You just want to detach yourself, and out of the blue you come up with an idea and you want everybody around you to mingle with you and carry on with the plan. But you have to understand that that doesn't work always, and spend some quality time with your partner or with your friends. It's extremely beneficial for you to have some soulful contacts within your network circle. Have all those scientific, humanitarian, intellectual, spiritual conversations which will help you to grow strongly but steadily. Also, when it comes to marriage or generating wealth, including your partner in activities that you do frequently on an individual level. So it might be helpful, and be focused on making those grand ideas work through which you wish to generate and manifest great comfort and innovation into the human life. Overall results will be dependent on the overall dignity of Venus in your chart. Last but the best, Venus finds its exaltation point in the spiritual, detached, evolved sign of Pisces, which is the natural 12th house of the Kalpurush Kundali. Now, Venus, the goddess of love, luxury, everything fine in life, is ready to surrender in front of the divine universal energy. Venus now has got no desire for lavish things or for finding materialistic prosperity in life, but because of its faith, because of its devotion, it automatically attracts abundance in its life. And the same happens with people having Venus in the sign of Pisces in their chart. Actually, during this Kali Yuga, having an exalted Venus is becoming a problem day by day, because people are no longer believing in devotion. People are no longer believing in truthfulness or sacrificial nature, right? It's not a bad thing at all, right? Having an exalted Venus is a wonderful thing, but just make sure that people are not taking advantage of you. You are here to find higher meaning. You are here to live a higher, meaningful, purposeful life, and which can be misunderstood or misinterpreted by many people around you. And that is what makes you so uncomfortable in this Kali Yuga. Venus has now reached to the Devguru sign of Pisces, and the sign of Pisces is all about spirituality, other dimensional world, dreams, being empathetic, surrendering to the divine, understanding your higher calling and completely surrendering to it without any expectations in return. No doubt, Venus, which at its highest and best represents devotion, finds the perfect environment and gets exalted in the spiritual, highly evolved watery sign of Pisces. Venus is not about being luxurious here or materialistic here. Venus loves to explore the higher meaning in life, because Venus, the Daitya Guru Shukracharya, is also a guru, right? Here, a person is always exploring to find higher meaning in life. For these people, love should be pure, unadulterated, divine, and otherworldly. So, a person with this placement is generally blessed with beautiful facial features, beautiful lifestyle, beautiful body. They are blessed to have luxurious lifestyle. Even if they are not born in such a family, they end up becoming one, that is the wealthy one. And that is how their aura is, that they attract abundance in their life, they attract positivity. Their helping angels, their God is always there with them. These are the people who are the most refined human beings inside out, you will see, who is here to have a soul to soul connection with his partner. So one of the major aspects here with having exalted Venus is, if you're looking to find a perfect match for yourself, of course there is no one as such perfect for anybody, but if you are willing to find a good match for yourself, somebody who resonates well with you, then always seek out a partner who respects emotional intelligence, who respects devotion, who understands higher meaning of life. And somebody who is just involved and indulged in the materialistic comfort might not be the right choice for you, because they do not understand your intensity, your passion for devotion. Your sacrificial nature might be taken into granted, might be taken for granted because of these people, right? So make sure that you are handing yourself out to right kind of people. You are surrounding yourself with right kind of souls, because having an exalted Venus is like the grace is now becoming double, right? Venus is all about grace, Pisces is all about surrender, it's all about higher meaning, higher inquisitive mind of, subconscious mind, imagination. So here you have to make sure that you are being realistic up to certain extent, at least in whichever area of life that is getting represented by the house placement of Venus in your chart. Now, how we can make this placement a better one, or how we can fetch the best possible results from it, then a person here must first be ready to get hurt sometimes in life through their loved ones itself, because not everyone has got a heart of gold like you do. Not everyone is so devoted, so sacrificing soul like you. So guard yourself up. The world is not so gentle enough the way you are. So do not let other people use you for their motive. Be busy in nurturing and enhancing and increasing the awareness of your soul. Keep evolving, and the world will follow you. The same way prosperity and abundance follows you, the same way people will follow you. So only thing that you have to be worried about, you have to care about, is your soul growth, your own higher calling in this lifetime. Keep evolving and try to get less disappointed by people's attitude and nature. Be with those who appreciate and value your simplicity and who respect you for who you are. Otherwise, this is a wonderful placement. In terms of marriage, this can give you a foreign spouse, or with this exalted Venus, you can have good luck in foreign countries or during foreign travels. You might, your spouse will also have beautiful body, few beautiful features, and if they are sensitive enough to understand you, and you are understanding enough and patient enough and realistic enough, then there is no greater happiness from marriage and partnerships than having exalted Venus. Overall results will be dependent on overall dignity of Venus in your chart.